The Golden State Warriors were not supposed to do this. The external drum of Chase Center, which is the Golden State Warriors' new home on the western bank of San Francisco Bay, is resembling an apple peel as last night. Golden State made an effort to make sense of that strange visual metaphor. Warriors 2019-21's pathetic losers have been resurrected as champions. The leftovers have been put to good use, and their wins of previous seasons have been converted into stunning victories. The apple peel is put back together, and the has-beens are now have rings. The Warriors have returned. The expert clarifies, they received a break this year. Phoenix lost, they didn't have Phoenix's home court, and they received a small break with Dallas. After the second series, Morant didn't participate. You may argue that things worked out perfectly for them because of this. Hello everyone and welcome back to NBA Reloaded. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates about NBA news, players, and their lifestyle. With that being said, let's get started. Golden State wasn't expected to even make it to the championship game this year, let alone win. But the chances were always there for anyone with the squad. Particularly now that Klay Thompson is back, anyone would become ravenous after winning 3 titles and then sitting out for 2 straight seasons. So, what did the Golden State do? And how is it going to affect the game? And what is the positive intake? Golden State benefited from the Splash Brothers coming back as they dominated the game, but teams like Phoenix, Dallas, and even Memphis also appeared to be very formidable. The Warriors won the title thanks in large part to players like Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole. Of course, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson provided the majority of the assistance. In the finals, Steph Curry scored 187 points. He would still have been the leader in points even if he had attempted each of his 3-point shots as a 2. That kind of offensive dominance is expected of Steph and is usually regretted. That is top tier. Unfortunately, Golden State has a reputation for being exhausted. Despite Curry having the most points in the finals, Draymond fulfilling his position, Klay playing well despite being injured, and Wiggins and Poole shining, the team is still questioned. Ja Morant's entry, according to the First Take team, was a fortunate break for Steph and his team. The Warriors won the series in Game 6 without the star of Memphis. The story would still make sense if Wiggins and Poole had a different year. In the same year, Wiggins won his first title and started for his first All-Star game. Jordan Poole demonstrated from a distance that Steph and Klay are not the only players on the outside. Golden State appears to have still a future as a result. Although strong squads like Dallas, Phoenix, and Memphis still exist, the Warriors are the most knowledgeable in their field. The Golden State Warriors' Big Three pose the largest threat because they have participated in more NBA Finals than any other players on the aforementioned teams. Recently, Draymond Green outlined how his team's experience sets them apart from the Memphis Grizzlies. Being objectively equivalent is one thing, but enjoying that experience is quite another. You can maintain consistency by remaining composed and united in crucial situations, and the Warriors have just done that. Andrew Wiggins was once thought to be the upcoming star in basketball. When Wiggins was the top recruit overall in 2013, I observed him at the McDonald's All-American game when he deliberated his college options. In the end, Wiggins decided to spend his last season at Kansas playing with Joel Embiid before being selected first overall in the 2014 NBA draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers won the lottery to get the rights to Wiggins, but they swiftly exchanged him for Kevin Love with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Love would join up with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving to win a championship for Cleveland in 2016, while Wiggins largely fell short of expectations while playing for the Wolves. When Wiggins agreed to a maximum contract extension with Minnesota in 2017, he was immediately regarded as one of the league's highest-paid athletes. However, the Golden State Warriors persisted in their belief in Wiggins' potential and acquired the 6'8" wing around the 2020 trade deadline in exchange for the player D'Angelo Russell. Since then, Wiggins has settled well at Golden State, where he enjoys the best season of his career this year while playing alongside Draymond Green and Stephen Curry. For the first time since entering the league, Wiggins is averaging 18 points per game, making 40% of his 3-point attempts and having a true shooting percentage 57.8% above the league average. The Warriors, who are presently the number 2 seed in the West, are also having a great season. Wiggins was selected as the Western Conference's starting point guard for the NBA All-Star Game in 2022 on Thursday night. Although the 26-year-old has played well all season, he would be a contentious choice even as a starter. Many players were deserving of the starting spot instead of him. Both Chris Paul and Devin Booker could have succeeded while managing the Suns, who are currently the league's best club. In the front court, Wiggins is less likely to start than Jazz center Rudy Gobert, Wolves center Karl Anthony Towns, and teammate Draymond Green. In the backcourt, Luka Doncic and Donovan Mitchell are also more likely to start than Wiggins. You must first comprehend how the voting process operates to comprehend why Wiggins was selected as an all-star starter. A vote from media, 25% players, 50% and fans, 50% determines the starters for the NBA All-Star Game, 25%. Wiggins obtained the starting spot in the All-Star Game in this manner. SF-Gate revealed how a K-pop celebrity who was working for the Warriors gave Wiggins a significant boost in fan voting. The Warriors designated South Korean boy brand member Bam Bam as a global ambassador after the All-Star voting started. Bam Bam has close to 10 million Twitter followers and 15 million Instagram followers. Bam Bam tweeted that Andrew Wiggins should be an All-Star on the day he made his agreement public. The NBA includes all retweets in the vote counting process. SF-Gate stated that Wiggins received roughly 39k All-Star votes as a result of his single Twitter, making it the second most popular voting tweet after Bam Bam endorsed Steph Curry. Wiggins finished 6th in the media vote and 5th in the player roll, trailing only Green and Gobert, finishing behind Towns too. However, because the fan vote is more significant, Wiggins received enough support to be eligible for the third starting frontcourt berth in the West. And to be honest, Wiggins had a large number of fan votes, so the 39k votes from the well-known influencer didn't shift the needle all that much. The number of players with more fan votes was only 8. In the All-Star Game, the NBA decided that each conference would start with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players. Why? The unknown. The way that particular regulation was applied greatly favored Wiggins. Yes, there are frontcourt players other than Wiggins who are better deserving of starting. The fact that the league best Phoenix Suns did not receive an All-Star starting is the biggest outrage. Either Paul or Booker would have been a fantastic option, but since Curry and Jay Morant got the 2 backcourt spots, neither of them had a chance of starting. Wiggins still received more fan votes than any of these guys, but the final voting result would have been different if the media and the athletes had different roles to follow. The simplest explanation for Andrew Wiggins' starting position in the All-Star Game is that, although several players are more deserving of a starting place than Wiggins, the All-Star Game has always been about the fans. Wiggins had the most support from the crowd, largely because he has consistently contributed to a winning team with a large following. Wiggins finished ahead of Trae Young with the 9th most votes among the 10 All-Star starters. He is in the game because the people demanded that he be there. That's really how simple it is. Wiggins finished ahead of Trae Young with the 9th most votes among the 10 All-Star starters. He is in the game because the people demanded that he be there. That's really how simple it is. So, what do you think about this? Are they going to achieve what they wanted? And could they be the #1 team? Well, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching it, do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content from us. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.